Okay, in this video, I'm going to be going over how to do the example problems for your solving equations proficiency assignment number 1. Some important things to know are that the steps given here only apply to the example problems. Because the numbers are different in the U-tries, your steps are not going to be exactly the same. They will be similar, but they will not be exactly the same. So follow along with me as I complete the first 4 example problems. So for number 1, x plus 4 equals 10. Step 1, I want you to draw a line through the equal sign going all the way down to separate the two sides of our equation. Now, because we have a plus 4, in order to eliminate it, we need to subtract 4 from both sides. So I'm going to subtract 4 from this side, subtract 4 from this side. Remember, the reason being, if we say that these two sides are equal, if I take 4 away from one side, I have to take 4 away from the other side to maintain balance. 4 minus 4 is 0. Otherwise, we can think of it like those have canceled out. All I have left on the left side is x. So I have x equals, don't forget to draw your equal sign, 10 minus 4 is 6. So that is the answer to number 1. Number 2. Step 1 is going to be draw a line through your equal sign going all the way down. Because we have a negative 5 or a minus 5 here, in order to make that 0 and get rid of it, I need to add 5 to both sides. Negative 5 plus 5 is 0, so that is eliminated. All I have left on the left side is x. 4 plus 5 is 9, so x equals 9. That is the answer to example problem number 2. Also, just to go back to something to the first problem, if we're saying that x is 6, we can also check our work. Because if I were to replace x with the number 6, 6 plus 4 equals 10, so I know that's right. And then if I were to replace x with 9, 9 minus 5 is equal to 4, so I know that's right. All right, question number 3. This says negative 3x equals 6. Step 1, draw a line through the equal sign going all the way down. Now, when we have a coefficient directly next to a variable, that is multiplication. We've learned previously that in order to solve equations, we use inverse operations. So the inverse of multiplying by negative 3 is going to be to divide by negative 3. The most common mistake people make with this type of problem is seeing that negative and thinking, oh, it must be a plus 3. But you have to look at what operation is being performed to the x, right? This negative 3 is being multiplied by the x, so the inverse is to divide by negative 3. Whatever I do to this side, I have to do the other side. So 6 divided by negative 3. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. Which essentially eliminates that because 1 times anything is itself. So we have x on the left side. We have our equal sign in the middle. 6 divided by negative 3, a positive divided by a negative is a negative. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So my answer is x equals negative 2. Now again, I can go back and see if it's right by saying, okay, negative 3 times x, which is negative 2. Negative 3 times negative 2 would be positive 6. So I know that it is correct. All right, the last problem says x divided by negative 4 equals 3. First, we want to draw a line through our equal sign all the way down. Next, here x is being divided by negative 4. The inverse of division is multiplication. Whatever I do to this side, I have to do to the other side. Now, real quick off to the side, I'm just going to show you why this works. This is the same as saying negative 1/4 x. And if I were to multiply it by negative 4, which is negative 4 over 1, these would cancel out. Okay, -4 times 1/4 is 1 anyway. So that's why when we're dividing by a number, the inverse is to multiply by that number. Okay, all that being said, essentially the -4s are gone. Remember, the whole purpose of doing that is to get rid of that number. The most common mistake people make is say, oh, -4 times -4, that's 16, so it's 16x. Nope, that is wrong. Remember, the whole point of even doing this is to get rid of those numbers. So when you multiply by -4, that is gone. We're left with x on the left side. Our equal sign is in the middle. Then we have -3 times -4. A negative times a negative is a positive. 3 times 4 is 12. So we get x equals positive 12. And again, I can go back and see if that's right, because if I were to replace this x with 12, 12 divided by -4 is -3. So I know that it is correct. Okay, make sure that you have every step shown for the example problems. If you don't have all of this, you are not going to be able to reach your proficiency checkpoint and move on. So now your job is to complete these U-tries. You can use the example problems as guides and examples, but you do need to use the numbers that are given. Show your work in the box. Make sure you put a box or circle around your final answer. And then you can bring your paper to me, Ms. Gemmel, and I will check off if you get it correct. Okay, good luck.